Drones spotted near at least 17 military bases located next to Chinese owned land in US. This is crazy. I can't believe this is happening. I mean, but I kind of can believe this is happening. Starting to believe all these drones is Chinese, and our government is aware of it. They know who it is, and they're allowing it to happen because Biden and the majority of our government is bought and controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. So, and why would we allow, like, China is supposed to be our adversaries, right? Why do we allow them to purchase land in our country in the first place if they're supposed to be our adversaries? This makes absolutely no sense. So we're gonna talk about it, but before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the New York Post, from Isabel Vincent and Mary Kay Jacob. And they report that at least 17 military bases adjacent to Chinese owned farmland across the U.S. have experienced a rash of drone sightings in recent weeks. The Post has learned. Mistress Drones has been reported near military bases in Hawaii and by installations in Utah, California, Maine, and Florida, among other facilities scattered throughout the country. The Post previously identified 19 military bases that lie close to farmland bought up by Chinese-owned companies, a situation that has has worried China analysts who fear the communist country would use the land to spy on U.S. military operations. I mean, that's obvious. Why would they buy up all these farmlands that's near the bases in the first place? I mean, this is obvious. That's why not Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis in Florida. That's why he was putting together legislation for Florida where they unable to purchase land in Florida, and I think other states will follow suit with that. But all of those facilities, apart from Grand Fork Air Force Base in North Dakota, and Joint Base San Antonio Camp Bullis in Texas, have reports of drones either attempting to fly over their bases or nearby, according to local reports. Look at this image of that. Wow, the Naval Weapons Station in Norfolk. That's from near where I'm from, and from Williamsburg, Virginia. So that's near a few hours from where I'm actually from. I'm familiar with that Naval Weapons Station base, Naval Station base, I should say. Um, Look at all these places. Wow, I mean this is crazy. It comes as residents in New York and New Jersey have reported thousands of sightings of unexplained mystery drones in the night skies. Uh, House Foreign Affairs Committee Chairman Michael McCall said Tuesday he believes some of the unidentified craft are spy drones from China. Quote, "We need to identify who is behind these drones," he said. "My judgment based on my experience is that those that are over our military sites are adversarial and most likely are coming from the People's Republic of China." In Southern California, drones were reported over Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton in recent days. A spokesman, Captain James C. Sarton, told the War Zone that between December 9th and 15th, quote, there were 6 instances of unmanned aerial drones or aerial systems or UAS seen entering the airspace over Camp Pendleton. At at Wrights Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio, officials were forced to shut its airspace for 4 hours last week because of concern about the quote small unmanned aerial systems. Bob Puritan, chief spokesman for the 88th Air Base Wing, told the Post. I mean, this is crazy, right? Like, We spend all this money on defense and stuff, and our government is absolutely telling us nothing. They're saying nothing is wrong, nothing to see here. Um, in Virginia, drones have been spotted over Virginia Beach, which is about 24 miles from the naval station in Norfolk. Meanwhile, in Washington State, Mistress drones were also spotted earlier this week close to Fort Lewis Army Base near Tacoma. Unidentified aircraft have also been reported this month above the New Jersey Picatinny Arsenal and the state's naval weapons station Earl on Sunday forced the temporary closure of Stewart International Airport in New York near Poughkeepsie. Sources have previously raised their concerns to the Post over Chinese landowners who are usually linked to or working on behalf of the country's communist government. I mean, this is just crazy, right? Like, and again, our government is not really giving us any information. And Morgan Lorette, a former contractor for private military contractor Blackwater, previously told the Post, quote, the Chinese are or will use this farmland to learn more about U.S. military capabilities, movements, and technology. This will allow them to better understand how to transition their military from a defensive strategy to an expeditionary one. Hence, them flooding our borders with illegal Chinese Communist Party military age men. Um, a report in the Wall Street Journal from September 2023 found Chinese intruders attempted to breach military facilities over 100 times in recent years, including sneaking onto a missile range in New Mexico and scuba divers spotted near a government rocket launch site in Florida. Oh, wow. This is crazy. Meanwhile, as per analysis from the Farm Service Agency of the USDA, Chinese investors own 342,442 acres of U.S. farmland. That is 546 square miles as of December 31st, 2022. That was 2 years ago. They bought up even more since then, right? And billionaire and Chinese Communist Party member Chen Tianguo is the second largest foreign owner of farmland in the U.S. He bought nearly 200,000 acres of farmland. That's 312 square miles, or slightly larger than 5 New York boroughs in Oregon in 2015 at about $430 an acre. What? According to the land report. That is a steal, right? However, his purchase of the acreage did not appear in government records of land ownership by foreign investors when it was first revealed in January, according to the Daily Caller. So someone is protecting him and was hiding that this Chinese man owned this land. The Chinese holdings total under 1% of foreign-owned agriculture land in the U.S. per NBC, but it's the proximity to critical military installations that raises concern, critics have charged. And meanwhile, the FBI said this week it has received over 5,000 reports of drones since November, but that fewer than 100 of them require further probing. That's still that's still a lot, though. They make it like that's not a big deal. The FBI, FAA, Pentagon, and Department of Homeland Security have all tried to downplay concerns, which I was alluding to earlier, and said in a joint statement Monday there was little reason for citizens to worry. Don't worry. The government is on top of things. There's nothing to worry about. Trust us. It said, quote, we assess that the sightings to date include a combination of lawful commercial drones, hobbyist drones, and law enforcement drones, as well as manned fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, and stars mistakenly reported as drones, the agency says. So there you have it. We can trust our government, right? This is crazy stuff. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.